All right, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
And foremost, I'd like to give all praises and highest honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakwadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone and Real Well. Salutations to you few brothers and sisters of the hope. You brothers and few sisters of the hopeful elect that are trying to endure in these last days. We bid you Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. Yes, continue the good fight. Okay. Without, nonetheless, we are the Hebrew Israelites of the Grand Rapids, Michigan camps. We'd like to give, you know, our
Short
honor to
introduction.
the apostle elders of Great
Yep.
Millstone. You know, we push the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Okay. It's
Mm.
not Jesus and it's not the Christ. The Lord's name is Yahweh. Our Most High's name is Yahweh. And his son's name is Yahweh Shai, and we ignorantly call Jesus Christ. So,
Not Yahuwah or Yahweh.
or Yah, none of that, you
No.
know. So, what we're going to do today is go into the trouble that a lot of women are coming into and facing right now. One is the economic statistics that they show was how many black women are being laid off right now, and a lot of these programs are being cut by Donald Trump. Section 8. So it's more so affecting people or women just trying to get on there now, and then it's gradually working its way down to the ones that are on it. So basically, that list is damn near closed. If you're not on that list, it's closed. And then as time goes on, gradually they'll start getting rid of women that are on it, that are work eligible, as they would say. Okay, um, but nonetheless, reality is striking right now, and the lack of a positive male role model in the household is actually the destruction of it because the leadership is not there. And when the leadership is missing, all kind of folly is going to take place. And this is why we are in the condition we are in as a nation, really, because we're under these curses, our men and our women. And so we are under this negative situation that we're in right now. And what I wanted to just go ahead with the brothers is point out, just as things get worse in the world, more women start recognizing the reality of how things are supposed to go. Okay, we are created through the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushua as his chosen people to be a particular or peculiar people, as the scriptures say. We are different from what everybody else is. We are not monogamous as a nation, according to the scriptures. But one thing is for sure, we're not just out here having, sex with anybody's women, and there's laws, statutes, and commandments that's set aside to it. So what we want to do through the scriptures is point these things out. And as things are getting worse in the world, you are going to be forced to comprehend what the scripture is saying, because everything is going back to the way it's a great reset. That's what they at least want. But really, that's the mind of the Most High. Everything's about to be reset, refreshed. And as we go through that refresh period, things are going to be looking bad for 2/3 of our women. Let's get it.
That idea come from that's cheating. A man who has two women, that's not necessarily a mistress. That's just his other woman. Now we got two choices. We can be the woman or the other woman. We don't have it those two. And I'm not saying that a lot of men are not just running around. I'm not talking about that. Mm-hmm. But if a woman finds out that her man has been with a woman while she's been with him for 3 or 4 or 5 years, that's a serious commitment and relationship. And if it hasn't taken anything from me, if I'm not going short of anything, and if this is what he thinks his responsibility is, then what kind of hell are you going to go through to prevent that? Since we cannot stop him. Now, no, we don't like that. I don't like that. But that's the reality of our life at some point. But every man doesn't want two women, but those that do,
what about our morals and our religion?
Whose religion? Whose morals? So whose idea are you representing when you stand up for those babes? Not ours. Somebody else's. And it may work for them, but it doesn't work for us. It hasn't worked for anybody really, but nobody wants to deal with the truth. Monogamy was only created because of the economics of it.
I mean, goddamn, Scheherazade Ali, she put it down like a female Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying?
He
She
basically
brought out
said there was nothing wrong with it, and it was just what our people did naturally, and there was no issue
none.
until we came here.
Yep, we were broken away from our customs, and the monogamy thing. If you read the 13th tribe, I was listening to the 13th tribe, and
Oh,
that's more so amongst Esau because Esau have one woman and have sex with multiple men because that's part of their culture. That's part of them keeping their bloodline going. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it's not like that with us. We'll have multiple women, but it's still a natural thing for us to tend to those women, especially if they have our children and they are comforting and they do the things that are expected of a wife. Then we reciprocate that energy by actions. Oh, you don't never tell me that. You don't never do this. What the fuck? You got a roof over your head. You well taken care of. I speak to you kindly and softly. I'm patient with you. I love you, even with your flaws. Because I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes, you'll be with a woman for some years, and after she have a couple of kids, her titties might start hitting her knees, and your stomach might, you know what I'm saying, look busted up a little bit because it's, what I'm saying, of birth and all but you still love that woman because of what she went through for you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody the man that's gonna see that. They're gonna look at this busted up bitch, man. I'm gonna just knock her off. Just toss it to the side.
Yep, which would be adultery.
Like,
I got some. This First Peter 3:1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. So the point is, ye wives, which is plural, be subject to your own husbands.
I have
And
one
when you
too that
listen
goes
to
along with that.
Gun, when you listen to what Shahrazad Ali was saying, it's like you ain't nothing changing. You this man's wife, and he got a whole nother family across town. Ain't nothing changing with you, and he been with both of y'all for all these years and shit. That's a committed relationship. He basically got two wives, and both wives got different families and different homes. So, you know,
You imagine if we did that like normally? If we did that
hey,
normally,
we
we'd
used
be able
to,
to really make something of it now. Like we
we
could
did
build
that.
up a lot
and
more.
there,
That's the
and
I know
there
thing
we.
with
would
I mean
and
now. I
and
mean
there would
now
be
though.
order.
like
Yeah,
I mean
there
like
would
we
be
did that
order.
not too many years ago, man.
Mm-hmm.
Before
That
you
was
Mm-hmm.
before you play the rest of it, let me bring this one out. This
uh,
is Ephesians 5 and verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Yahushua is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body.
Mm-hmm.
go ahead, break it down, brother.
Okay. So, as you know, as our Lord is the head of us, we're the head of the women. It's like a hierarchy, it's a ranking thing. So as we are the women's leader, the Lord is our leader. So we should be able to lead the women, and they should trust us
Mm-hmm.
pretty much as what a man is supposed to do when it comes to taking care of his family, leading his family, doing the best things that he's supposed to be doing, as he would
Right.
if he was being led by the Lord and he's following the Lord's orders and Lord's commands. The wife should be doing the same thing, following the husband's orders, commands, respecting him, loving him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mhm.
Mm.
So there's nothing wrong with a man having more than one wife, man. Matter of fact, it's the natural thing. There is a scripture that says, do not multiply wives. That don't mean not having extra wives. It means not to multiply wives that you can't take care of.
Which
You
niggas
can have
often
as
do
many
now.
women as you can take care. You can have as many wives as you can take care of.
Do you have that? Do you have that scripture up?
No, I ain't pull it up. I wasn't gonna pull it up. I was just paraphrasing it.
Hey man, pull up, man. Pull up, dog. No. I want to pull up, huh? Yeah. Let them have it.
Yes, man.
You know, sure, because we saying this, and they think, some may think we gloating and talking, talking shit. But the reality of the situation, I think, is far deeper than individuals want to give power to. Because
Right.
whether
Matter of
you,
fact, go ahead.
no, go ahead, brother.
It was Deuteronomy 17:17. Neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away, neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold. So multiplying wives is not talking about not having extra wives, it's talking about having too many of them.
Well,
Get
what
too
it
many women.
what did Paul
Too
say?
many. It's like saying too many where your heart's not really. You can't give your heart to them.
Right, your mind is straying away from the Heavenly Father. And the example was King Solomon when he had all them concubines and all them wives. He was trying to please all of them and shit. And some of them had strange gods, and he didn't get rid of them. And then it also says, "You shall not greatly multiply to yourself silver and gold." In other words, don't become a billionaire at the expense of your people, man. I mean, you look at the secret societies now; they got more riches than heart can want. Yet you see how they play with the lives of the people. You know, they have
Right.
no remorse for their own people, let alone ours.
Mm.
That's right. Um, let's see. This is 1 Corinthians 7:33. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. There is a difference also between a wife and a virgin. Hold on, hold
Right.
on, hold on, hold on. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 7. Let's go further up. It says 1 Corinthians 7:32. But I will have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried carry for the things that belongeth to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. Let's read it. Let's go ahead and read the NLT real quick. Just really quick. I just want to see something. Just a tad bit, if y'all brothers don't mind. You know what I'm saying? I would just like to see. Oh shit, this is different on here. I'm sorry. I'm so used to using it on the phone.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah. The interlinear is here. I'm trying to think of this. Oh, the Bibles. Duh. It says, this is the NLT, right? Let's read chapter. I can go back. This is 1 Corinthians 7 and 32. I want you to be free from the concerns of this life. An unmarried man can spend his time doing the Lord's work and thinking how to please him. Come on, man. I'm just, hey, look, man. Let me tell you something. Can I ask y'all brothers something? What's the natural use of a woman?
To have children.
Yep.
They have sex with a man, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also to be a helper, really, to help you, make
Yep.
life
To
easier
help a
for you.
man and to bring forth seed.
And even and there's women that can't bring forth seed, though, but they still can
Mhm.
make a good wife, right?
Yes.
Yep. Because
Right, and they got
they're
to give
meant to
that
be a
box up.
helpmeet.
They have two
Yep.
functions.
Right, they have to give the box up before they can even be your wife. Period. If you're not entering into her, it's a wrap. That's not your wife. You know what I'm
If you're
saying?
not entering into her, it's a trap. It's a man.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Hey man.
They got
Right.
you.
I mean, I even switched to the NLT to see what Deuteronomy 17:17 says. And it says, the king must not take many wives for himself, because they will turn his heart against the Lord. And he must not accumulate large amounts of wealth and silver and gold for himself. So there it is again. It basically more clearly says you can't take too many. It
Right.
don't mean you can't have more than one. Just can't take many of them. You know.
That's right. That's right.
Because it'll split your focus. You'll be caring more about trying to please the women than pleasing your God, your Lord, and you'll care more about the money trying to give them and the gifts.
It continues on right here, 1 Corinthians 7:33. But it's deeper than that. You know, remember that nigga? But it's deeper than that.
It's deeper than that.
But a married man has to think about his earthly responsibilities and how to please his wife. All right? These niggas be out here on sweating on Valentine's Day and anniversaries. Shit. I'm sorry, but to be honest, I don't mind living a life of, you know, the natural use of a woman. These women out here have hypergamy, but they'll fuck a Chad or a Tyrone. If I have to be a Tyrone in the eyes of them to get what I desire, because that's the game that they play, without any effort, then that's what I'll do. But to think that I'm going to find, after losing the family, be willing to invest that same amount of time and multiple different women to find the right one, and it's going to take me away from my earthly responsibilities, it's not worth it. It's too much of a distraction. I can get some box, hey, because that's what you want to do anyway. We understand that this is a wicked and adulterous generation. You want to give me the box because we vibing or whatever? Okay, fine. If that's what comes with it, fine. If not, cool. But the whole point of the matter is, you go back to your area and I stay in mine, where I can focus on what I have to do in my life to improve myself for Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right.
I used to wonder why, you know, in Lucy, I love Lucy and shit like that. Back in the day, you know how the man and the woman used to sleep in separate beds.
Oh, yeah. The reason they said they did that because they didn't want people to be thinking about sex while watching TV.
And that
so
was
they had that happen. Yeah.
Well, whatever. See, they say a lot of goofy shit. But to be honest, man, a man was able to focus on what he had to do. When it was time to fuck, we gonna fuck in the same bed. But I found living life like this, I enjoy laying in my own bed when it's time. When it's time to lay with a woman, it's time to lay with a woman. But most of the rest of the time, this is my bed, and I can have the comfortability of reflecting and doing the things that I need to do to get myself composed for the next day, instead of always being in the face of that. That just works for me, according to what Paul is saying. You know what I'm saying? I understand that now. You know, the water your house by Shimmy Shine. I'm going to play this next clip, and I want y'all to talk about it. But Buckle Shy Akim, I got to use the facilities.
Women love a man that cheats or that can't cheat. And I thought that was untrue.
Damn.
But when I interviewed 1,000 women, I would get a little bit more specific. If we had a show about cheating, I maybe would start it and say, have you ever been cheated on? And I couldn't believe how many women said yes. It was pretty much every single woman, maybe 70%, I would say, yes, I have been cheated on. My second question would always be, did you leave or did you stay when you found out? And I would say 80% of the time, women stayed. Second thing I figured out was if they ended up leaving the man, they left him when he stopped cheating. That really shocked me. It made me rethink everything I believed about relationships and fidelity. It wasn't just about the act of cheating, it was about what cheating represented to them. Some women admitted they stayed because of love, others because of fear, kids, finances, or the hope that things would go back to how they once were. But what stood out even more was that when the man stopped cheating, when he became more present or started treating her too good, some women interpreted that as suspicious or even boring. It's as if chaos had become normal and peace felt unfamiliar or untrustworthy.
Right. So when she talks about a man that feeling more comfortable when a man cheats, and then they left him when he became more present, stopped cheating, is because, well, one, men are supposed to have multiple wives, and when you have multiple wives, you don't keep your focus on that single woman. So she knows she's competing for your attention, and if she fall off, there's another woman to pick up that slack. And women are really jealous of other women.
So because she didn't have, I'll let you finish. Go ahead, finish.
Is a thing with women is this: women actually believe that it was a woman I believe it was on YouTube that actually believed this. She was like, if a man keeps his attention on a woman too much, she believes that that man is beneath her because he pays too much attention to her, as opposed to a man that don't care whether he lose a woman or not. In a woman's mind, she's like, okay, this man don't care if he loses me because he's above me. I mean, which is true. You care about a woman, however, you don't supposed to have that, oh man, I don't want to lose this woman type spirit, you know, as if she's the one that that's above.
Well, that's the hierarchy that the Most High said. You know, Salakia. That's the hierarchy the Most High said. Didn't you read that earlier, Ma?
Yeah, that the man is above the woman.
So then, when she doesn't recognize anything spiritually, she doesn't recognize anything outside of that.
Okay, I also have this other thing to bring up. This reminds me of that talk show where this guy says, I don't treat a woman how they want to be treated. I treat them how they based on what they react to. And they respond. This is what they what they respond to. He was basically saying that he had to be a jerk. He had to be a little bit rude to them, but they liked it. They loved it. They dated him. He got several dates after that. And this also reminds me of this other video where this woman, it was a black couple. She was seeking counseling, and she was saying she was tired of her husband not having a job. But he does other things around the house. He applies for jobs, but it takes a while for them. For those who know, job applications are scams sometimes because they just want to say they're hiring, but they're not looking. He is not able to get a job right now, so he's taking care of the home. He's taking care of the home, preparing the meals, but she still talks down to him. But she didn't used to be that way.
Because she believes that she is above him. A matter of fact, I was watching one of Kevin Samuel's old clips, and he was basically comparing Jake to the so-called white man. It was an overweight black woman. She was basically talking shit about the type of man that she wants, like he's got to do this and this and that. And, she's overweight and she's got 2 children and she's in her early 30s. And Kevin Samuels was like, okay, what if I magically snapped my finger and there was no black men on the face of the planet? Would the so-called white man accept you the way you are? And of course, she had to say no. Then he went to Asians, no. Basically, he did a list of nations, and she was like, no. And then Kevin was basically like, why do you expect a black man to accept you that way? And he went on to say, it's because you think you are better than us. You are not better than us, And that's the mindset of the modern day women in general, especially the so-called black woman. They actually believe that the so-called black man is beneath them. So we have to cater to them. And it's like, no, your mind is fucked up. Matter of fact,
But
that is one of the
I
bigger
think that's
reasons.
all them in general, because they have this
Yeah,
thing
in
where
general.
if they don't feel like you're jerky to them, or they don't feel, or what they see pretty much like, if they don't see competition for your attention, and you give them too much attention, they know they have you.
Mhm. Yeah.
You can't let
Yeah,
them.
they believe that they're above.
You basically got to pretty much run your relationship like they're trying to. They don't want to usurp you, but they usurp you the moment you give them attention. Then they think, oh, I gotta do nothing for him no
Exactly.
more because I got him already.
Right.
And then they
Right.
look for something
Right.
better. They're looking for a chase, a
Yep.
game. They're trying to
Exactly.
chase your attention. You give them your attention, they
Yeah.
win, they're bored, they're done with you after that.
But you
And
know
that's
that.
Mhm.
how this
Right.
excuse me, that's how this other woman felt. And she was saying that the reason why she can't stop herself from insulting her husband is because she knows that if she stopped working, because she was hoping he doesn't get a job, because then he'll be in the power. He'll this will be a power move for him. He'll be in
He'll
a
be
higher
in the power
position than
seat.
her. He'll be in a power seat. He'll be in a higher position than her, and she doesn't want to lose the power she has over him. But she knows she wants him in her nature for him to lead, but her ego is saying she doesn't want him to lead because she wants to be in control. So she
Right.
can't let it
And a
go. So
man
she's in a
can't release
conflict.
that control.
Yep.
Right. A man basically is supposed to be in control, and this society teaches women to be in control, as if that's why that who is the prize thing came up, and the man basically is like but well, the women always saying that they the prize. Like, no, you're actually not the prize, because you're looking for a man that's better than you in every way. How can
You're
you be the
looking for,
prize when you're
yeah.
looking for a man that's better than you in every way?
I think
This is Ecclesiastes.
oh, yeah, you're going. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll talk
This is,
after.
yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 7:25. I applied mine heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even the foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Behold, this have I found, said the preacher, counting one by one to find the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not one. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. Now,
Yeah.
breaking it
Right.
down, one, a woman's
Yep.
mind,
Feminism is an
a
invention.
woman,
Feminism
right?
is a
A
fucking
woman's
invention.
mind is full of games.
Yes.
A woman's mind is full of games. And if you please the Most High, you ain't gonna fall for those games. And there is no such thing as a righteous woman. 1 out of 1,000 men is righteous, but there are no righteous women. It's like, yeah, men are upright, and they sought many inventions, many evil things then came out of the inventions that men sought. However, women, they full of mind games. If you please the Heavenly Father, you ain't gonna fall for the bullshit. You ain't gonna fall for, oh yeah, she is the prize. No, she's not the prize. You are the prize, and yes, really, she should be glad that you are there, and it's not the other way around. That's why
And the
a woman,
reason I say, okay, I was
even
gonna
when a
say,
woman,
go
go
on.
ahead,
Okay, okay. I was gonna
even
say the
when a
reason.
woman, even
What are you doing? What are you talking over me?
look, man, do you want me to finish my
I'm
thought, or
trying
are
to
you gonna
talk. I'm
interrupt and
trying to
finish your
talk.
thought?
You said go on, and then as I was about to go on, you keep going like you're talking.
Wait.
Go ahead,
Finish your
then.
thought
Go ahead,
before.
then.
Okay, I was gonna say the reason why women think they're a prize because in old times they used to be a prize. They used to be more valuable because they had, purity of they were virgins and stuff like that. They were worth something. Now that they have no value, now they're not really a prize. But if you look at like you look at it today, a man is more of a prize because of what the man offers. The woman doesn't offer very much when her value is lower than what it's supposed to be. Men offer the home, they offer transportation, they offer protection, provision, wealth, resources, supports, yep, security. Men have a lot to give. Women aren't giving anything. They're just expecting it. So they're giving us a terrible deal.
Wait, they giving the box.
That's not worth anything.
That's a
Yeah,
compromise.
women basically
It's
they basically made themselves worthless. I mean, because women have never been the prize; they have always been a prize to a man.
you know what it's
But
called.
now they done made themselves worthless because a man do not want what they're giving anymore because they
Yeah.
ain't giving enough.
They're selling goods
They're
that's no
not.
good.
They're not what they used to be. Yeah, the goods ain't
Yep.
no good. All of them
Tainted.
they ain't even jewels no more.
I
They
could
used
say
to
it's
be a jewel and a swine's snout. Now they ain't
I
even
can
that.
I can say pretty much that it's inflated.
Mhm.
Just
Yep. Inflation.
I'm sorry.
They're giving it out too much and their value for that item goes down. It's everywhere. You can find it anywhere you want to. It doesn't have the same reach as it used to because it's so common now. And they're so common now. And it's a bit dangerous for you to really try because you don't know what they have.
Well, that's the thing about
Mhm.
Jake. See, women are hypergamous. They're
They
like
want
trying to
something better. They always want something better.
Jake, if you listen to him and you got a couple of the features he like, he'll work with you if you don't look the best. You know what I'm saying?
If you have a theme that he likes, he'll work with you.
Right. He's not
Yeah.
going but a black woman, they trying to say you gotta have pretty, you gotta be handsome, 6 foot, you got a big dick, he gotta have pretty feet, all this weird
Hey,
shit. And it's like
He has to be only attracted to you and no one else. But
right.
you're gonna be less attracted to
uh,
him if he operated that way.
This is
I'm gonna see if I can find. Well, I'll probably make a video of something I saw the other day where I seen a thing where this Chinese dude basically saved his girl from a fire and he got burnt up in the process.
I saw that one. I saw that
Uh,
video. It
yeah,
was messed up. What
and
happened?
his woman ended up leaving him. A couple months down the line, she ended up leaving him, and he's all burnt up now, just fucked up. And I seen another one where a white dude, basically a woman saved her husband from a fire, and she got all burnt up. And guess what? He's still with her. See, and when they interviewed him and asked him why is he still with her, because he'll never leave her for what she sacrificed for him. Now, in that situation, the man saved his woman from the fire and got burnt up in the process when he could have left her ass to burn, but he saved her, and then the woman left him because he didn't look like he used to look no more. But the man, on the other hand, got saved by his wife from a fire. She don't look nothing like she used to. Her beauty is gone. She's burnt up too. But her husband stayed. Women have no loyalty, And yes, a man, the Chinese dude didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah, you'll give your life for your wife.
That's the thing. Women and children first.
Yeah, women
right?
have no integrity though.
I know.
Have no integrity at all. That's
you know
why
what?
the Heavenly Father said, not one. They don't have integrity, man.
There was this guy, you probably heard of, he's called Whole Math. He basically said that he was talking about videos on TikTok. Sorry to go off of something, but he's talking about these videos on TikTok about this woman. This woman was saying she wants a guy, she wanted to be like an old middle-aged time where she'd want a guy who would be so manly and masculine that he would wipe out her whole family and village and take her right there. She wants a guy that can do something like that to that degree. And the guy is he. And if you were dating her, you like, why would I go for you if I know you'll betray me the minute somebody offers you something?
Statistic
Exactly.
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 Statistically, there's more women on Earth than there are men. And if every single man married only one lady, there would still be millions of single women on this planet. Why would you want that for your fellow
Fair use.
sisters?
Because
I
they
love
don't
my
care.
friends. And if they wanted to marry my husband, I would definitely encourage it.
Where's she at?
Statistically, there's
Oh, she
Philippines.
got that shit. I can tell you that. She ain't in Atlanta
Yeah,
and
she
she
in
ain't
the
in Grand
Philippines.
Rapids.
statistically
Oh hell no! Yeah, she in the Philippines, somewhere in the middle western continent.
Uh,
there's more women on Earth than there are men. And if every single man married only one lady, there would still be millions of single women on this planet. Why would you want that for your fellow sisters? I love my friends. And if they wanted to marry my husband, I would definitely encourage it.
God damn.
Statistically, there's
Be on.
Yeah,
That
Hey,
reminds
she's
me
in the
of this other video. This guy's like, you said you want friend because you don't get to see her, so I
I
marry
saw
your
that.
friend.
Yeah.
And he's like, did I take care of problems? He's like, yep. But he's like, nope, I took care of problems.
Yeah.
And then,
They were sitting at that table and shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then the next part was they were arguing. He's like, all right, you guys arguing? Maybe I should find third wife then. And they're like, no,
yeah,
what? No.
that was good, man. Okay, hold up. All right, let's do this.
Do y'all really think our ancestors are here because of our grandfathers being with one woman? Really not trying to justify cheating or playing games or fornication. I'm saying, look at the bigger picture. If your kid's father has multiple children, mothers, why aren't y'all sticking together? Like, why, if you're not sticking together, right, and using your resources and stuff, right, why aren't you? Why? Over because you're arguing, because you don't like each other? Because he was at your house last week and the next week he was at her house? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine how powerful it would be if we all just stuck together instead of apart. And he's mine. You know, this is not just for any man. This is not for no man that just want to get his nut off. I'm talking about some man that really serves the Most High, like really want to lead you to righteousness. Like you're going to tell me, sisters, if that man is righteous, right? He's not doing it on a cult thing, not to like build his ego up. Y'all all great. Get along. The kids are great. Y'all all live in your own home. If this man tells you to stop working, let's, work for us. Let's build this legacy. Let's learn how to survive. I'm gonna teach you how to do this, that, and the third. Like, you're not gonna be down with that? Y'all just gonna be like, no, I'd just rather be single and wait for that one man. And then still have it in the back of your head, I wonder if he's cheating on me or not. Oh, let me check his phone. Like, why do all that? Just know, like, yo, I might not be the only woman, but I'm that woman. And I ain't saying ask her either. I'm not saying ask your wife if you can have another wife. No. I'm saying if you have a righteous purpose, do it. Actions. Especially if it's a woman of the Most High. The woman you need to be asking is the Most High. And if you're doing right by all these women, everybody's taken care of. All the women have different, gifts. One woman does this. One woman makes clothes. One woman is good at cooking. One woman is good at teaching. I really know that that's how it's supposed to be. It takes a village, but it's not that way because we've been taught to do it how we're doing it. I'm here for the parent household, 2-parent household. I'm here for that. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying the ones that don't just have 2-parent households and got extras, embrace it. Let's make it a power thing now. This is not for everybody. It's not for the weak either. You got to be seriously strong to accept something like this. You have to have gone through it, seen the pain, seen the cursing, and want to, break that. Like, okay, what do I do to make this better? See the beauty in it. This is not spoken about enough. and it's time to speak about it.
That's sexy.
This is Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha 26:6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all. I mean, that is pretty plain. The grief and heart and the grief of the heart and sorrow is a woman that's jealous over another woman. And this woman is speaking of not being jealous over another woman, just like the last woman is speaking of not being jealous over another woman. You know, because yes, multiple wives is going to be a thing again. You know, it ain't gonna be no, oh, he cheating on me, or it might not even be his wife is on the other side of town. His other wife might just be your neighbor.
A wife,
you're not going to be jealous of that other woman because that's your fellow sister at the end of the day. So
but
that wives is coming back.
They look at it like another woman is another woman, not as like under a wife title. A wife title means they are married together. Wife one, wife two. There's no cheating. Cheating is she's married to another man. She belongs to another man. If two women belong to one man, that one man and those two women are not cheating.
Right.
Because they both married together.
And a matter of fact,
wait. Let's address the word cheating. The word cheating is nowhere in the scriptures.
Right.
Adultery then. Okay, adultery then. Adultery is only defined as a man between a woman that belongs to another man.
Yep.
Right.
That's what it's defined as. There's no adultery if you have two wives or three or more, as many as you can handle, and they're not dating anyone, they're not seeing anyone, they're married solely to one man.
Right. It don't even necessarily got to be a wife. You can have one wife and 700 concubines or whatever, like King Solomon. Well, he had 400 wives, 700 concubines, something like that. But yeah,
how he did it all.
Concubines or a wife. What do they call it in today's terms? It'll be your woman and seven.
How many children do you?
Sides.
Right. Right.
I don't know if you could entertain all that many, like in today's time. It'd be too much.
I would Jim Kelly some shit.
No, man, you wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, I know how much time you take to do things, man. You wouldn't be able to do it.
Hey, you know why? Because I make sure I take time to do it right.
Man, you're gonna hear complaints from 100 women are gonna say you didn't get no attention because you were supposed to that day, but you said you had to do something else.
No, 100 women gonna say whenever he give me attention, girl, he give me all that attention, and goddamn it, I'm satisfied with the shit the time I get. I can attest to that, man.
Okay, man.
You know, I take my time.
I know you're gonna have women that's gonna say you forgot their day or something, and you didn't show up that day.
Oh no, I'm gonna show up. If I say I'll be there, I'll be there. I ain't tell you what time it is, but goddamn it, when I get there, I'm gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
And when I get there, it's gonna be up. No, I'm fucking with you. Well, let's get it. This is I wanted to. Oh no. Check this out. I hate that it looks small as hell like this. I couldn't.
Why? Can you zoom in?
No.
You can't zoom in.
I'm going to. Shit.
Oh, it was small on purpose. Damn.
But it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
How many children do you have?
84.
84.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Mark, I know this one.
What?
Yeah,
what? He got how many kids?
84.
84.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
70 wife, my.
17 wives.
Yes.
Mm.
No, okay, that's how he did
wives.
Yeah.
I have one wife, which is enough.
Maybe.
He laughing. I'm like, he looks silly. Wait, you
Ask
only got
him.
what?
One.
Are you stupid? Are you poor or something?
This
Right.
motherfucker must be
Right.
crazy. This nigga said what?
It sounds like when somebody say,
Mhm.
"Oh man, you ain't got those Jordans yet, man. You can't get those
Right.
Jordans."
Nah, it's like a nigga. You know how niggas grow up and shit. They be like, man, how many bitches you fuck? Like, man, I only fuck one or I
Mhm.
finger one. Nigga, you ain't fuck. That be that one nigga that be
They're like,
out
man, you ain't
nigga
fucked
that be saying,
nothing. You ain't haven't even started yet, man. That's what they
like,
be
nigga,
saying.
man, you ain't fuck.
This,
What
yep.
one? Oh shit, that one fat bitch with one eye. Oh man, you know they gonna give you hell, you know.
This is Genesis 9 and 7. And you be ye fruitful and multiply, bring forth abundantly in the earth and multiply therein. And that, that's supposed to be a thing that we supposed to be doing. Honestly, as men, we supposed to have shit like 17 wives, 84 kids. We supposed to have stuff like that. In the kingdom, that's gonna return. Except for we
They
might have a whole lot more.
they do that in certain places in Africa right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it was a thing basically to stunt our multiplication. Esau made this one wife law or one woman rule and shit, man. Esau made it so women rule over men so they can stunt the multiplication of Jake.
That's right. That's why the Most High has laws, statutes, and commandments on how we're supposed to do this. This is Deuteronomy, and this is what we're doing. We're only giving you examples, right? This is just to show who the prize is in the eyes of the Most High, and why a so-called righteous man, a man seeking righteousness every day in the eyes of the Most High, is so valuable, and it is his value surpasses the woman in the eyes of the Most High, because that's the way he created it. You ain't sitting here gloating, bitch. Oh no, all we doing is saying, hey, this is the order he created. What the fuck is wrong with majority? So we say the few sisters out there, because the most I got a few sisters out there. It's like, oh yeah, these bitches tripping. You know what I'm saying? This is why we showing the videos. This is Deuteronomy 22 and 13. If any man take a wife and go in onto her and hate her, look, there's things that you can do, like all this ratchet ass behavior. Like, man can't tell me to do shit. I wish the nigga would. We got the woman that the dude poured some water on the floor or something, and she slapped him in his head with a wet mop and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, or the one that put her hand in her coochie to her blindfolded boyfriend and put her hand, and she told her to identify it, and he said it smelled like some goddamn fish and some kind of sea creatures, and she slapped shit out of him while he was blindfolded. There's things that you should not do, because a man, once he hate, and they say that, what was that when a woman's fed up, no matter what you say, there ain't nothing you can do about it. No, it's reverse, because once a man puts you out his mind, you don't realize the ramifications of your actions until it happens. A lot of women don't have situational awareness. And this is why we are made to be the leaders. When you lack that situational awareness, you're going to tend to make the most foolish decisions uh, that's not going to be a good thing for you or the children. Let me give you an example.
It's just like I'm not the type of person that feels sorry for myself, but every time I look at my son, I just cry because it's just no way. There's no way I put us in this position. Like, it's just no way, and I did. It is just like I'm so sorry. So sorry. I'm just so sorry. It is like, yeah, I might be at someone else's house, but who's to know how long this is gonna last? Like all of our stuff is in the storage. I can't even get my soap, toothbrush, toys for my son to play with. Like nothing. And he just laughs it off every time. He just laughs it off. Oh, y'all don't need that right now. And don't use the lights and water. And before he left, he's like, respect my house. You don't have to tell me these things. I already know that you're doing me a favor, so I'm gonna do that. And it's just like before we got here at his house yesterday, you know, he let me know, all you gotta do is cook clean and you know, and have sex occasionally. I've been friends with you over 15 years, best friends with you. I've never had sex with you. Why would I do that now? That was before I came here.
Because you in a bind, Nate. Okay?
She sounds like a woman that don't have no family.
She sounds like a woman that made a lot of fucked up decisions, and she ended up in a bind, like Jada Pink set it off, and now she wants sympathy because she fucked up.
Right.
And the man that really wanted to be with her, she put him in the friend zone for 7 years, and now that he's in a situation where he has leverage, he's requesting things. He's requesting a reasonable payment out of her, but she's not with it. Outside of that, in other words, until she give him some box, y'all can't use no electricity. You can't open the blinds. That's what it is. It ain't
Oh, those were the conditions. Okay, I thought it was some other reason he was. Okay.
Oh, he's like, hey, until you give me some pussy, you can't use the TV. You close the fucking blind. Don't be taking your ass outside. And because Jake is like, hey, what is it? This for that? What was it in Latin? This
Tit for
that?
tat. Tit for tat.
No. I forgot what's this for that in Latin.
Equivalent exchange.
Yeah, it's an exchange, but it's in Latin though. I forgot how it goes. But point it being, yes, love is transactional. You do this and I do that. I do that and you do this. Okay? Because that's called playing roles. Gender roles.
Right. This is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns, briars, yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joyous city. So,
right, all the houses of joy. Right now, we in these. You know, we're coming from these joyous times. Everybody was having house parties, celebrating. When you know, a lot of that nigga shit was really coming to its peak. You know, people were celebrating, like, you know, that in between after COVID kind of died down, right? And the lockdowns, and people thought things were kind of going back to normal. They hit that peak where not too much was happening. Everybody thought, you know, we hit that plateau effect in the spirit. Everybody thought this shit was cool again. And then the Most High hit that trap door on their ass, and reality is hitting you right in your face, man. And a lot of these women,
like even like even this woman here, she's lamenting for the teats.
Right, because that's life. What does a child need? You need those teats, because out of it flows the milk that's going to give you nourishment. And right now, the teats has been taken away from them because they taken away this fucking the government benefits that they've been receiving. So a woman don't have all that help like they used to have and shit.
Right. And when you was mentioning how the dude closed the blinds, turned off the water and the motherfucking electric on this bitch,
No,
like,
he just
look,
told them not to use it. He was telling them, y'all can't use that shit, like, because he said, you gotta give me some box every now and then, you know, cook, clean, give me some. And she was like, I've known you for 7 years and I never had, like, hey, well, look, don't use my goddamn.
Right. The vintage ain't coming no more. Look, you was at ease when he was poor and didn't have nothing. You wasn't with him. You didn't help him amass his wealth. You just came back after he got it. You ain't known him for 7 years. You knew of him. And he's just like, look, okay. Oh, you coming back in my life? I'm gonna tell you this is how it's gonna be. Now it's gonna be harsh. It's gonna be hard for you. You're gonna accept things that you wasn't willing to accept. You was willing to give it to a dude for free and put me on the back burner. Now I'm that man. So what I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna give you a chance. This is how it's gonna be for you. Otherwise, you can leave.
Right. He hit her with that.
But it also goes back. Yep. It also goes back to what we was talking about earlier, how a woman thinks if you pay too much attention to her, she thinks she's superior over you. Like, look, he hitting her with the look, get out of my life, or you gonna do some hard shit. And she willing to do the hard shit. So she know that he's far above her. He ain't making that no secret.
Right. 1 Timothy 5:6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. She was
there
living
you go.
$5. It was hot girl summering it up.
Yep. When it was time for that hot girl summer. Yep. And that's one thing that women glory in America. They what they like in their 20s, they fun girls.
That's right.
And really it ain't in their 20s, it's when they young in general. All the way up to their 30s. And then they think then all of a sudden they got a plan in their 30s. They want a baby by this time. They want to be married by this time. No.
Oh, you saw that little clip on Anton Daniels?
No, I didn't see it.
It might have been
was talking about that while she was on the date with that Edomite dude. Is an Edomite chicken.
Yep.
I was like, man, what the
talking
fuck?
About she had fun in she had fun in her 20s, maybe too much fun. Yeah. And now she's just ready. She ain't trying to have fun no more. It's like, oh, well, you can leave. You can go.
That bitch said I wasn't even looking for a guy. You're not even my type, but my friend said, and blah blah blah. And since my friend said that, I'm basically, since I'm ready to settle down, I just figure I just going to fuck with you. Like, dog, it was bad, dog. I was like,
yeah, and it's like, no,
finally say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this ain't gonna work and shit, you know.
Right. Of course, it's not gonna work. It's like, look, you hit the wall now. That's all it really is. And women that hit the wall, you know, get past that 30 mark and don't got nothing, no man or nothing to show for it. They'll hit the wall and they'll still think in their messed up mind that they settling for you to take care of them. And it's like,
when they have no options, their options go down after 30.
Yep, they have no more options. They don't look as good no more. And it's like, bitch, what are you? Who the fuck cares about you? I'm looking for the newer model, and there's a new model coming out every year, you know?
Every year.
I seen a video earlier. Yep. I seen a video earlier where a girl was like, you know, and she was cute, still in her like mid-20s, talking about she saw a guy online, and you know, girls only pick the dudes that every girl wants. She saw a guy online, and she said, "Ooh, you look handsome. I will let you take me out for dinner." And he left her unread. And she's like surprised by it. And it's like, you know, the dude whose channel it was like, yeah, you shot your shot and you got rejected. Who in the fuck is trying to vie for your time just to take you out when they got options?
Right.
I mean, and that's a true thing.
Right.
A man that got options, why the fuck would he want you? You know, if every bitch want him, Why the fuck would he want you? You know?
That's what they can't. That's the answer they can't answer. And
Right.
even when you say if he
Yeah.
got all these other women that want him, what are you doing differently to compete for him? And then they'll
Right.
say, "Oh, I'm not
She
gonna compete
talking
for
about
him."
I would let right. She talking about I would let you take me out for dinner. Bitch, if you would have said
You
something
ain't
like
no
I would take you out
princess.
for dinner, he might have thought you was different. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, bitch, no, you don't look that good. And there's always another one. Shit,
another one.
the bus come every 15 minutes. Shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And then it's like, but that's what happens with that pretty privilege bullshit. They get fed,
Mm-hmm.
Gets
that
worn out.
their whole life and shit. Yeah. Daddy's little princess, even when you ain't got a daddy, them bitches
Mm-hmm.
just, it's the psychological
Yeah,
persuasion.
yeah.
They get
Because
it from
most
their
of these
mama.
black women, yeah, most of the black women especially don't got no daddy, so they don't know how to navigate with a man
What black
already.
women do when they have sex with you, they be quick, and I say this from, dealing with different women. I think it's a universal thing, but I notice it with a lot of black women. They'll call you daddy.
I
Mm-hmm.
think they got that from the Hispanic and Mexican women.
Nah.
Yeah, because they would say "papi" all the time. They weren't saying
Yeah.
"daddy" before.
But
That's
they did.
something. No, they weren't saying this before
Yes,
though.
they were. I look when I
No,
came up. Yes, I've been looking at. Look, let me tell you something. Looking at different videos, even going back to the 80s and 70s.
'70s they were saying that.
Yeah,
What race were they when they're saying that?
Jake's. Ooh, the daddy, the roaring 20s.
Right.
They've been doing that, and I'm thinking like, even it just became more prevalent the more that the men were left out the household, because every woman, a woman is supposed to go from the care of her father to her husband. It's supposed to be a transfer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of these women are quick to point out that they do have daddy issues, because he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't present. Now check this out. This is going into. I just got a couple more, real quick. This one
Mm-hmm.
right here is the situation after she left old dude's house, right?
So yeah, I think we got a whole new situation. I was leaving out to go. So I got back in from the place from getting the silverware to get him so he could eat.
Is
And
that just the
I was walking
video
to the
that's low?
bathroom. I couldn't get in the.
It's low to y'all too.
Yeah,
Is it? It
it's
is.
just low. The volume is just quite low. I mean,
Fuck. Yeah, it was low to me
tis
too.
what it is.
Is it too low?
I mean, I can barely hear. So
Yeah. God damn.
Oh, I can hear it.
Hold on. I'm gonna do something behind the scenes.
yeah, I mean, it ain't like she's
And I
at
went to the bathroom.
zero. It's just low.
To realize that somebody was watching me. I got so once I walked away from the room door and I realized I couldn't get in. When I turned around, at the end of the hallway is the elevator. At the end of the hallway, it's a guy. Um, it's a wall. It's open space and then a wall on this side, wall on this side, and he's literally behind the wall. I'm looking at him like this. I'm gonna show you exactly how he's doing it. He's literally, this is the wall. He's literally peeking to try, like looking at me, but I'm not paying attention. But I saw him. I saw him. I saw him peeking at me. He looked. He looked younger than me, so I'm just like, maybe I'm just tripping. I go downstairs. So I didn't want to with him. For one, it's weird. Like, what are you doing? He made me so uncomfortable. I didn't want to get on the elevator with him. I went down the stairs. I don't know if he went down the elevator, but if you were supposed to be going down, if you're supposed to be going down, how when I get up here? from using the elevator, you coming out the stairs, the same place she was just at, trying to go down the elevators. I don't know. I know something ain't right. Like, I don't know what he doing, but why are you coming back up the stairs? Why are you coming back up the stairs? I came back up the elevator, he came back up the stairs. And so as I'm walking down, because keep in mind, the elevator's way at the other end of the hallway, so I got a long distance. I'm walking down to my room, steady looking behind me to see what the fuck. This man is steady peeking behind this wall, peeking at me. And I'm like looking, I stopped completely. At this point,
Did y'all hear that?
There's a kid talking in the background.
Did you hear what she said?
There's a guy stalking her.
Something about the dude, when she would go upstairs, he would go upstairs, shit like that.
She's basically saying she was in the hallway. She got on the elevator. She saw the guy leave, go down because he was going downward down the stairs. She went up to the next floor. The other guy came from the exit of the stairwell on that side, on that floor, meaning that he had run up the stairs, changed his direction so he can meet her again on that floor that she was on. And she's saying that he kept looking at her so much so that it appeared that he was like doing something nefarious. And she was worried about it. So she kept looking over her shoulder to see why this man was looking at her. And then she decided to stop in place.
Yes. Thank you.
Wait, I stopped in the middle of the hall because you're not going to see where I'm going. And I'm like, what? The exact words that came out of my mouth, I'm like, I said, what the fuck? And I'm turning around looking like, but he just like a peep of Tom going in and out, in and out. What I did was I waited for a minute to see if he was going, because I heard him hit the stair door. He hit the stair door and he going down. What are you doing going up and down? What are you doing going up and down? You just was up. You went down. You came back up. Now you're going back down. Make it make sense. What are you doing? Something ain't right.
So what does this have to do with the other video?
Because look at the situation she's in. She's in a hotel now, a rundown hotel. She left at Jake's instead of following Jake's request. She ended up in a situation where you unsafe in this fucking hotel with your son with nothing, and these niggas is around you like ravenous wolves. Women have no situational awareness, and for their freedom of mind and the thought of having any shred of this feminist agenda in their DNA forcefully installed, they'll put themselves in an unsafe situation just to say that they have their own. They don't care who it affects. They don't care how dangerous it is. As long as they have what they want, what they makes them temporarily happy, it outweighs the rest of the family. You mean to tell me that baby didn't have a bad, whatever's going on with her and the baby daddy, while she's all fucked up like that, you mean to tell me the baby daddy couldn't help at all?
Well, she was one of those guys, you know.
His family wouldn't help at all. And if that's the situation, that's you suffering because of the situation, the choices that you made.
Yeah, if he was a guy that wasn't going to be present in the first place, you picked him.
Yeah, you let him fuck.
Yep.
You know, that's why that song. What's all dude make that song? That you're a single mom.
Yep.
You're
a single mom.
Didn't care if he was there or not. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
You're showing the baby off. You're showing the baby off.
That's right. Hey man. And this is the last one right here. Check this out, y'all. This is science.
Biologically, sex is designed for one main purpose: procreation. Anything else, that's extra. The female reproductive cycle comes around once a month. For a man, it's every day. For each sexual act, the woman's one egg is matched by the man's 120 million sperm cells. Now let's do some calculation. 120 million sperm cells a day, every day, as opposed to one egg a month, every month, means, assuming all the cells are viable, that it will take only 30 men to impregnate all the women in the world. This points to one clear fact: a man is, by nature, polygamous. Monogamy and fidelity are unnatural situations promulgated by religious beliefs and social pressures. Take those away, every man would cheat. It's simply biological. Now let's look at the extra. It's a known fact that women, for the most part, are more emotional than men. So it's natural that after a sexual encounter, she'll be attached. But because a man is visual and logical in nature, there's no emotion involved. For him, it's just a physical release that's got nothing to do with love. A man loves his woman by protecting and providing for her. Period. It's really quite simple. For a man, the physical and the emotional, two separate entities. Thank you.
So if he's not protecting you, he don't love you. He just bang you and leave. That's what it is.
That's a real woman right there. She was beautiful, and she was just she eliminated all the emotion from it and saw it as
logical, reasonable.
Yep.
It makes sense. Yep. That's the order of things.
Yep.
That's what men find sexy.
Yep.
Okay, I forgot this one.
Super unpopular opinion. But if I could share my food that I need to survive, my sustenance, why wouldn't I also be able to share my husband that she might need to survive, to sustain not only her life, but her kid's life? I mean, is that not the ultimate form of love?
Yeah.
That's a whole sisterhood thing, but there's no sisterhood in this community. Women don't operate like that.
In America.
They don't operate like that. Yeah, they don't operate like they should. Like how they've been telling us and propaganda us that they should, how they work like they're a network, they're on the same team, but they're really wolves working against each other.
Yeah, because it's a reservoir dogs. Because what they do is, a lot of
carnivorous
for a wicked reason. Like if it's on a girl's trip and her friend fuck another dude, she ain't gonna say shit. Most women ain't gonna say shit.
Or she's gonna try to fuck her friend on that same trip, even though her friend is straight.
Yeah.
Also, it could be. Also, Also, it could be that you're a stepfather in this situation, and you're trying to improve that family's life, but you find out that your stepdaughter, that's like the mom's daughter, is trying to hide your mom's adultery from you.
Yeah.
She's trying to help hide that from you.
Yeah.
Even though you're doing all the work to keep them in homes with wealth, protection.
Yeah, woman in pleasure is dead while she liveth, like scripture says,
Yeah.
It says, as Exodus 21:10, if he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish. All right. So
which means her role does not change even if there's another wife there. Your role is the same. Now you got another person to help you out. Now you got another person to help you with the children.
Ain't no boy is mine. That shit, that whole shit, shit like that was, pumping that bullshit into their heads, The boy is mine, Brandy and
Monica.
Yeah. That's the type of shit that pumped it into their heads even further. Okay. And we'll do that last one. Somebody want to get that make a man more precious than the gold of Ophir.
Let me see if I find it.
Is it Isaiah 3 or Isaiah 5?
It might be Isaiah 4.
Yeah, it's not Isaiah 3. That was a good one too, though. Isaiah 3:16. Yeah.
Can you word it again?
You can just go to Isaiah 4:1.
Okay.
It's Isaiah 13 and 12.
Oh, okay. So that was it then.
Wait, if you got 13, read 13 and 12 up, Buckle Shine. Read Isaiah 4 and 1, please.
It's Isaiah 13 and 12. I will make a
Okay.
man more purpose. You got it?
Yeah, you can go ahead. You already started it. Go ahead.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Pure gold. That's 100%, 100 karat
Right.
gold.
Means he'll have more. He's more valuable than money.
Yeah, because, you know,
Yep.
when they came here during that gold rush, it was pure gold here. When them Aztecs, when they saw them different tribes that did have gold with them, that was pure gold. It wasn't mixed with any other metals. Pure gold reflects, it shines. Pure the gold. That's why I have carats, man. Make a man finer than a gold, a golden wedge, or a golden motherfucking wedge of pure gold. Right now, pure gold, pure fucking gold, not no K's, no carats and shit. A wedge of that shit gotta be in the millions, man. All this gold they got floating around, a good amount of it, that shit is mixed with other metals, man. And you got that in Isaiah 4 and 1, Ma?
Okay. Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Right.
That's
And
gonna
it's gonna
happen.
be right. It's gonna be a lot of hell going on in that day, and a man gonna be very, very precious. Ain't gonna be no women talking about I'm the prize in that day.
No, it's not going to be, I'd rather take the bear.
Yeah, they gonna be no women in the bear at that day.
Well, the bear ain't going to help you out.
The bear
He's
might
going to be
just
trying to run.
choosing- Right, the bear might be choosing some of these women.
Yeah. Easy prey.
Yep.
You know, but yeah, that's the gist of it, man.
Are you going to be a feminist in the end times? No. Are you going to be a feminist in the war times? No. You're going to be in your natural world. Because you know that whole thing, that whole idea doesn't work in that situation.
Right. It don't work in a survival situation. Feminism don't work in a survival situation.
That ain't gonna come to your mind. You just gonna be thinking like, I gotta do whatever I can to preserve my motherfucking life. And that life starts with what's in between your legs. It sounds fucked up, it sounds harsh, but that's the reality of it. You ain't gonna be with some man, he's just protecting you, and he's not, you just withholding the box from him for 7 fucking years or something.
Right.
You ain't friend zoning the man in that day.
There's not going to be no friend zones no more.
No.
Right.
It's gonna be that fuck zone. I'm gonna tell you something. You know, we have law, statutes, and commandments behind, you know, what they call the pasha rape as well, according to the scriptures. And in that day, you know, hey, if we go according to the law, you gotta give a woman a month to lament her family and her loved ones and pare her nails and cut her hair. That's going by the laws. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't just gonna be like, yeah, bitch, and pull your rod out right there and just pop her. You know what I'm saying? We got law, statutes, and commandments to how it's supposed to be done. That's order. You know, snatch this bitch up, take her back to this safe house, cut her hair and her nails and shit. Well, let her to lament her mother and her father. Hey, after that, it's on and popping, according to the word, man. I probably should have got that, huh? But nonetheless, that's what the word says. Okay? Because the Heavenly Father made this law to be sustained. And the only way it can is if he brings this place to destruction. Because the law can't thrive in this place.
God.
Oh yeah, did you have the one where women are like, well, if he gonna have more than one woman, I should have more than one husband or something.
Yeah, they ain't even perished the thought. Matter of fact, may your pussy perish with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy, here go right here. Deuteronomy 21:11. And we start at 10. When thou goest forth to war against thine enemies. And we know we're not talking about now. We're not saying, hey, go do this shit now. We talking about in the time to come. Shit is about to happen. The Civil War, the World War III, the mark of the beast, all these things are happening, right? Soon. Deuteronomy 21:10. When thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and Yahweh thy God hath delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captives, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife, then shall let's you know what, let's do something interesting, man. Let's read this in the NLT real quick. Let's see how the let's see what the NLT how NLT put it, because they be hitting some time with some real cold work. All right, this is Deuteronomy 21:10. Suppose you go out to war against your enemies, and the Lord your God hands them over to you, and you take some of them captives. And suppose you see among the captives a beautiful woman, and you are attracted to her and want to marry her. If this happens, you may take her to your home, where she must shave her hair and cut her nails.
If this happens, supposedly.
Allegedly. And change the clothes that was wearing when she was captured. She will stay in your home, but let her mourn her father and her mother for a full month. Then you may marry her, and you may be her husband, and she will be your wife. Okay, well, you know what, the NLT puts it, you know, the KJV puts it a whole lot more rugged in regards to that last scripture. You know, the translation, of course, that's why we read the KJV, because it's the revised and the closest we have to the Hebrew, the deciphering from the Hebrew text. Deuteronomy 21:13, and she shall put the raiment of her captivity from her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month, and after that thou shalt go in unto her, and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife. Then now, where does it say now you gotta give her a ring and put a
It's
ring
not.
on it?
It's not present in that text.
No,
Nope.
you know, now you must jump over the broomstick, and everybody gotta be around clapping and shit.
And pork will be served.
That's right, all kinds of pork and salmon and lobster and all kind of abominable crustaceans, while she wear this dress that's all white. You know, all this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
No, he said, hey, he gonna come in, and you know Jake gonna be counting them days down. Probably have another chick he dealing with. Got there, yep, that's been 30 days.
It's going to be a guy that's going to say, in that day, it's going to be wearing a shirt that says, in that day, be
That's
clean.
all he got on is a damn shirt that say that and some socks. That motherfucker and some slides.
He's fast. Watch out.
Hey, that's all. Her hair done grew back a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, dog, it's gonna be up and stuck. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be coming in there like, hey, so, are you ready now? I'm being honest with you. Reality kicks in as soon as that door. Really, as soon as that hair and that nails cut, reality kicks in. So that's not to shatter that mind. That's why they have to mourn. You know, got to go through that period of mourning your father and your mother. You know, and then after that, it's going. Hey, it's time. I have to go ahead. You have to know me now. You have to set that spirit tie. So let me go into her, pop her. You know what I'm saying? And now, if I put a seed in her, you know what I'm saying? Whether it take or not is up to the Lord. But after that, now you are in the family. Now now that I'm getting that, I can treat you. You have a little more freedom. You know what I'm saying? So what did it say? You lock her away. It's right there. It shall remain in thine house. You can't even go out the house, man. You can't leave. You locked. You store it away. After that, you might get a little more freedom. You get a little more freedom, and you able to
When you get the
yeah,
wife status.
you part of the family now.
Welcome to family.
Yeah, you know. So this coming back to that. We're in a time of trouble, and it's only gonna get worse every day until
The Lord
everything
comes back.
is right. Until you see this part of the prophecies coming back into play. When you see that, it's the Lord is right there. Look up. Your salvation is nearer than our thought. You know. So hey, do what you will with it. But we're gonna continue to push this word in truth and sincerity. That's what we're gonna do with it. We're gonna feed it to you whether you want it or not. All right. Throughout the Akim, you know what I'm saying? We pray that you were edified. All right. Good business, man. So
Hmm.
do what you will with that. We just want to give you a piece of that information so you can grow on it, hopefully. Like
And think about it. Think about it, ladies. Think about it. Think about it very hard now.
that's right.
It makes too much sense.
Shit, man. That's the problem. It ain't chaotic enough. So with that, you know, all praises and highest honesty, Yahweh Bashim
Washim
Yahushua,
El Shai.
Bashim
Washim
Roshar.
Kakif.
All right. And until the next time, you know, pray you will edify your household in order. I'd like to bid you shalom.
Shalom.